The Las Vegas Raiders have been a team that we've covered ad nauseum. Again, they're our AFC team. If we had to pick an AFC team, obviously the Vikings are our NFC team, but the Raiders are a team that we've given a lot of props for and a lot of love to because I think there's a lot of good things they've continued to do, especially this last year. You are one play away from tying the game against the eventual Super Bowl participants in the AFC side of things. Like, people don't give this team enough credit, and it is shocking to me. Like, I know it's cool to – it's like Nickelback. It's cool to hate on Nickelback these days. It's cool to hate on the Las Vegas Raiders, and I hate it. I think it's absolutely I just don't think it's right. And I think at the end of the day, this is just one of those things where you are going to find that this team actually has a lot. I need to fix that. I'm sorry. But overall, the Raiders are in a spot right now. They're in a very good spot. You are coming off a loss, a very slim loss, in the first round of the playoffs with a good defense still intact. Obviously, they need to do some meandering, some re-signing. I understand all that. But the biggest thing I think the Raiders need to do is this. They need to make a splash, whether both in free agency and the draft. Number one, I think that, it starts with free agency. So I think right now they've got something like $20 million left in cap space before Derek Carr's new contract. So obviously they're going to have to free up some cap space. I expect that they will do that. And in doing so, I'm expecting anywhere from that 20 to 30 million that they will have left over that will be used towards bringing in 2, potentially 3 starters. And again, I think you need 30 million to be able to do that. I think you go and get 3 guys, whether it's at the corner position, at the offensive line position, or whether it's interior defensive line, a defensive tackle, outside linebacker. I don't care. But offensive line is clearly the biggest need on the offensive side of the football. Defensively, corner, outside linebacker, D tackle. I think probably in that order. Especially if you re-sign all your D tackles from this year. I really like Darius Philon. I think he's going to continue making a big impact. But I also think at the end of the day, the Raiders are again in a position where if they can go ahead and get 2 or 3 starters in free agency, again, clearing up that $30 million worth of cap space, signing those guys, and then going over into the draft and getting 2, possibly 3 starters in the draft, I think you're set. You are absolutely set. And I get it. We have come out and said we've made a lot of noise about how the Raiders need to do a couple of different things. Number one, we've said that they need to build through the draft, which I think, it's kind of fit. I have mixed feelings about because you look at the Rams, they literally just signed 5, Von Miller, Odell Beckham Jr., all those boys, Matt Stafford, just traded for Matt Stafford. They brought in all those guys and won a Super Bowl. I get it. But not everybody is the Raiders, not everybody is the Rams at this point. I think that was kind of an anomaly. Usually when you bring a super team in the NFL together, it doesn't work out like that. And it was kind of a lucky situation. Not necessarily lucky, but it was a unique situation. We'll put it that way. But I do think at the end of the day that the Raiders, if they want to make a splash, they need to sign 2 to 3 free agents. There we go. And I think they also need to worry about killing it in the draft. Those are the 2 biggest things, killing it in free agency and the draft. And I think if they can do that, they're going to bring in 5, 6 starters that will be with this franchise for at least the next 3 to 4 years. And I think that's what needs to happen. Again, there needs to be a healthy balance here. Number one, building through the free agency, and what I mean by that is filling a couple of holes. Building through the draft is what I meant to say. You build through the draft, you get 7, 8 guys, 11 guys, many draft picks you get in here. You get at least 2 starters, maybe 3 guys that come in right away and contribute. The rest of them either find their way on the practice squad or on special teams, whatever, but you develop those guys, and those guys will be future parts of your team as well. You got to kill it in the draft, build through the draft, but the rest of those holes, you have to be able to go out and get guys that can make a big difference to your football team right now. I think obviously that's what the Rams did last year. That's what made them Super Bowl contenders. And again, we have made videos about and we'll continue to make videos for all NFL teams about what they need to do in free agency, what they need to do in the draft and all that. I think the Raiders right now could look at guys like J.C. Jackson at corner. They could go get Devontae Adams as a wide receiver fit. As far as linebacker, I've said guys like Anthony Barr, Hassan Reddick. I don't know. Outside linebacker, I think, is their biggest need in terms of the linebacker room. Corner, like I said, J.C. Jackson. Other than that, defensive tackle-wise, BJ Hill, maybe one of those guys. I don't know. But I think overall, we've all made videos about what they need to do in free agency and potential players that they could go out and get. So, again, I think there's a healthy balance here. You go out and get a couple guys, 2 or 3 guys through free agency that can help fill up the rest of those major holes, and then you go out and the draft and you kill it. You kill it in both. You are in a position where you are either in a AFC Championship game or going to go win a Super Bowl. Either one at this point. I think the Raiders are close, and if they can kill it by making a splash through free agency in the draft, boy, watch out for this team. This team it does have a lot of talent, and it's got a quality quarterback. It's got a good offense, good defense, and I think the coaching and also the top leadership and management is going to be next level as well. But let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are all truthfully awesome. In the description down below, you'll find all of our social media platforms, so give us a like and a follow there. Also, remember to give us a listen and sub on iTunes. And if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com or put it in the comment section down below, and we would love to cover it. But let us know what you guys think about the Las Vegas Raiders needing to make a splash.